While science still claims that it has no evidence for paranormal activity and so ghosts can't be real, we have 5 events caught on tape that will prove to any doubters that ghosts are real. Hey there guys, welcome back to Top 5 Ferret. If it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you get more top 5s about anything and everything. Make sure you watch the video to the end, as the video in number 1 proves the existence of ghosts beyond any reasonable doubt. Number 5. The Ghost and the Baby Crib. Most ghostly encounters are reported by word of mouth. It's usually people telling us what they saw. But in this particular video, we see what a baby cam saw. A couple in Detroit, Michigan started believing in ghosts and that they lived in a haunted house after surveillance footage from their baby cam showed a ghost-like figure walking across their baby's crib. The crazy thing about this, as you can see from the video, is the fact that the baby reacted to the presence of the figure in her room. You can clearly see her standing up from her crib, trying to peek at whoever was in the room. So you can't say that it was a camera malfunction or just the wind. If you're still not convinced that ghosts are real, make sure you watch this video to the end, as the evidence in number 1 is sure to leave you without any doubts. Number 4. Espanola Police Department. The officers of the police department in Espanola, New Mexico have often reported strange occurrences in the area. Some officers claim that they often feel like someone is breathing down their necks when they're working on a case, see strange figures in the lobby of the station, and hear strange sounds in the middle of the night. However, no one could really make a bold statement about this without evidence, especially because they are police officers who are trained to only draw conclusions out of evidence. So when they got surveillance footage of a ghost, they didn't hesitate to speak up to the public. Police officer Carl Romero was in duty to watch all the surveillance cameras surrounding the police station. Everything seemed fine until he saw something in the Sally port. He later explained to newsmen that he initially thought it was just a moth until he saw its human legs. He then reported to his supervisors. The detective then took a camera crew to inspect the area of the sighting, and it was clear to all that there was no way any human could pass there without opening a gate or alerting the alarm system. Although the station isn't built on an old burial ground, neither has any of its inmates died. The police officers mentioned that there have been a number of unsolved murders in the area. So, maybe the ghosts are just seeking justice? Who knows? Number 3. The Crazy Table Shaker. In this clip, we can see a young girl busy with her pen and paper on what looks like the dining table of the house. Midway through what she was doing, the other pieces of paper on the table start to move. Mind you, there's no fan in sight and the windows are closed shut, covered with curtains. Of course, this frightens the girl and she runs away. But what's more chilling is what happens after she leaves. The paper that was moved before moves vigorously again, with a movement pattern that cannot possibly be generated by the wind. The ghost then throws all the papers on the floor, as well as everything else on the table, one after another. After that, it moves the table, bending the table's legs. Number 2. Attic Ghost. The young man responsible for this video mentioned that he would often come back from work to find the door to the attic wide open. Apart from this, he also noticed several other strange occurrences happening in his house. In order to catch the culprit, he decided to set up a camera in his living room. But the results shocked him to the core. This video was recorded in the middle of the day while he was at work. What seems to be very normal immediately turns scary when the camera first picks up radio interference. After about 10 minutes, the footage became even scarier when he saw the door to his attic quickly open and close several times before it's flung wide open by an invisible force. After a while, the door is closed back fully, all while there is noise coming from inside the room and the camera is still picking up radio interference. We also hear his dogs barking in the background, and from what we know about ghosts, it's very possible that animals can see them, but we can't. Before we look at the biggest evidence for paranormal activity, If you've been enjoying this video, please give us a thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you haven't already and turn on the bell notification so you get notified when we upload a new video. Number 1. The Ghost in the Camera Store. While most ghost footage is captured on really bad cameras, this one takes our top spot because it was recorded with a really good camera. And that doesn't come as a surprise to us, being that it happened in a camera store. Here we can see one worker working when a tripod suddenly drops from where it's kept perfectly balanced. She's also hearing sounds and calls out to whoever is in the store, but nobody answers. She calls her boss, who tells her it's just her imagination, but what happens next proves it's not. She sees a flash of light as if someone has just taken a picture, and that's it for her. She packs up her bag and heads home, but as she tries to leave, the ghost pulls her down, and the clip ends with her screaming for her life. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Have you seen any paranormal activity before? Please share your experience down in the comments section below. If it's your first time here, make sure you like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys in the next video.